Hey there, philanthropy members. It's me, your boy. We are back with Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Sure, we'll read the mission log, get ourselves caught up. The terrorists are preparing to launch a new type of nuclear warhead. To stop that, Snake must either use the detonation code emergency override key at the underground maintenance base or destroy Metal Gear itself. After outlasting Ocelot's torture, Snake escapes from his cell. However, Meryl, taken as the other hostage, cannot be found. Snake heads for the underground maintenance base, but must detour around the glaciers by going to the communications tower. So I've done some stuff to the screen because I kind of got forced to. Yeah. It's been, this stream is 2 hours late, and it's been for various reasons. Some of it has been, also, I have things to discuss. I just remembered. But I've done some like weird stretchy things to the image. I know it may look kind of weird, but it was like, for some reason it just stopped filling the screen. And even then, like, it still isn't filling the screen quite right, but I can only like this game changes exactly how much of the screen it likes to use at any one time. But I digress. So let's see. One, leave, boys. How they didn't decide to keep checking, I don't know. Yeah, I had to read up where this was. Silly location for it. And you know what? I didn't read up on the PSG-1T even, but that's okay. Please? Thank you. We're about to get busted. Look at that. Oh, hey, you wanted to use the elevator? Too bad. Get fucked. Anyways, that was the like one order of business we had. We can get pretty much. No, we actually have a second order of business. That's over in the next building. We have another order of business. A body armor looking order of business. There are some new audio settings. I cannot guarantee there won't be any crackle, because what I worked on wasn't even to address the crackle. It was to address, I don't like how loud my volume is. Like, maybe people prefer having me be super loud over the game. I don't like to be like super duper loud over the game, because I'm not that loud of a guy normally. Yeah, there's something off that image. I may play around with it a little bit during the cutscenes and stuff. Uh, because it's probably going. I want to do it. Shit. That puts me in a pickle. At least we have it. Like now we can knock it out. It doesn't have to turn into like a big fiasco if I kill somebody. Just get it done.
Huh?
Fuck.
What's that?
Not a damn thing.
Who's that? I've got him. Send reinforcements.
Oh, they do poison gas. Really? Damn dudes are like super vision. He's gonna come this way. Yep. I don't know why he determined this is where he needed to be on his guard patrol. Oh, he used the M9 in here. It's wild. Oh. So yeah, I've made some adjustments across the board. I don't know how I feel about any of them. I kind of got forced into them though. I was running into all sorts of problems with the capture card. All sorts of problems with it. I don't really know what was going on there. It was not picking up. Like anything that I was throwing at it until I put the PS5 to it. And it's like, oh hey, I know what a PS5 is. That's great, Beavis. That was the second thing we needed. Moses found a new spot here in the room. I cleared off a table. It's like right in front of my TV, so like she can always see me what I'm doing. Because I think honestly that's like a big part of the reason why she like starts howling about stuff. Stuff. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell where the wall and the floor are. All sorts of rations. Sadly, we're all stocked up on everything except M9 ammo. Alright. So while this is going, that's not a great example.
I can
Trying to get
still help.
equal about this
I
amount
want
of
to help you.
stuff.
Quiet down. Save your strength.
I was a fool. I wanted to be a soldier.
I hate games that use variable letterboxing.
War is meaningless.
Like how
Nothing comes out of
you can't
war.
put a single layout like a combo doll.
Snake, please, save yourself. Go on living and don't give up on people. Don't forget me.
That should look a touch better overall. So I tried to make it equal horizontal. I'm not fucking with vertical because that's gonna dig into the subtitles.
Snake, about Meryl.
Colonel, I'm sorry.
Listen to me.
I wasn't able to protect her.
Snake, she's a soldier. She knows that prisoners are a part of war. She joined up of her own free will. I'm sure she was prepared for this.
No, you're wrong. Meryl thought she had to become a soldier. Thought it was the only way. She said she thought it would bring her closer to her dead father.
She said that?
She wasn't ready for real combat. I shouldn't have pushed her so hard. It's all my fault.
That's not like you, Snake.
Master? What is it?
Sorry for eavesdropping, but I couldn't just listen anymore.
Master,
Snake, you can have regrets if you want to. It's only natural. But you can't keep attacking yourself for things that happened in the past. Nothing good will come from that.
He's right. Don't kick yourself. It doesn't suit a legend like you. I'm sure Meryl's just fine.
Mei Ling.
Snake, forget about Meryl.
I super
Stop
don't like
liquid.
her twin snakes.
That's what Meryl would want too.
You're
voice
right.
direction.
Meryl would say the same thing.
Snake,
What?
Meryl. She's pretty special to you, huh?
Well, yeah, special. There aren't many tomboys like her.
That's not what I meant.
She's the Colonel's niece and a combat buddy.
Is that all? Come on.
This is like a police interrogation.
No
I
shit.
I guess it's in the
That's all she
genes.
does.
The genes? What are you talking about, Colonel?
No, I just remembered about Naomi's grandfather. I think Naomi said he rose as high as assistant secretary in the FBI during Edgar Hoover's time.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes. He was Japanese, and he became a special undercover investigator to nab the Mafia.
When was that?
Sometime in the 50s, I guess.
Where?
New York, I think.
Naomi? I thought that you didn't have any family.
I researched it after I became an adult. My grandfather was already dead by the time I learned about him. I never even had the chance to meet him.
Oh,
Snake. Good luck.
watch your back, Snake.
Let's see what the gameplay looks like before I settle too much on this. He's chunky boy, shit. Yeah, fam. I don't think we're gonna rock the widescreen. I don't like how much it distorts it. I knew it would distort it. I'm not sitting here saying that I wouldn't. You gotta see some of the behind the scenes stuff of how I run this stream. There, this is keeping the aspect ratio. It's got a lot of dead space, but we're just gonna have to do that. Sorry. That is much more picture accurate. Oh, is that camera not here? Or is it the next one? It's fucking camera. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get up here in a minute. The reason being is we are about to Alright, give me a moment to do this, because I have to physically do this. Now, I have the disc on hand. It's that. That's sadly, I don't own like the case for the game. Mine is in, you know how GameStop would pack those things. And like, yeah, I have the little sleeves. So we knew that was going to happen. Oh. This part. Yeah, like, okay, so it's not camera this time. That's right, it is trip line that you cannot bypass in any way. Boy, it didn't do shit. Oh, it is getting some of the dudes ahead then at least. Enjoy that, boys. What a ridiculous problem. Way easier than the PlayStation version though. Holy shit, the PlayStation. So we didn't really get a chance to have the conversation about the door with Otacon, but basically to kind of tie up why we skipped that door earlier, it's frozen shut. There's no fixing that. So we're using an alternative way to get over to to Tower B, which there's the door that we're trying to get in. Like, we couldn't take the walkway that's halfway up. We're having to take the one that's all the way up. Sucks. But yeah, check this shit out. I just realized my alert is going to showcase. I wonder if I can fix that. That's a little bit of how it's made by the most not professional. Because boy howdy am I not professional. But you know what though, I don't want some like big old professional made layout. And there's nothing that's like wrong with them. You know, if people want to use them, use them. It's just, I like a more informative view, I guess. So I don't want
Snake! I'm afraid I can't let you get past here.
Liquid?
You're not going any farther. Die!
It's a long way down. If only I had a rope.
fuck, I can pick up a rope.
I should be able to use that rope I got.
What are you going to do? Take on
What
a
rope?
fight with
We
your
can pick up a
bare
rope.
hands? Now you're mine.
If I stay here, I'm finished.
Oh, we did pick up a rope. When did we get that? Whatever. I do know that you can hang drop this whole section if you don't have the rope. So I don't think we would have been totally screwed, but this we would have had a much harder time. That looks so goofy now. I have the whole thing covered. Oh yeah, I don't have control. Yeah, I do.
Here's how to repel. Press the A button to kick away from the wall. While away from the wall, push down on the control stick to descend. If you kick off the wall while pushing the control stick left or right, you make a large jump in that direction. You can walk slowly across the wall if you press and hold the B button. To move a little at a time in a certain direction, push the control stick while holding the B button. If you're careful with the timing, you should be able to dodge the gunfire from behind while you rappel down. If anyone can do it, you can, Snake.
Thanks, Colonel. He kind of held on that for a while. That's really is our group gauge is getting tested there. Look at that! My man over here doing flips in the air and shit. He's Will Osprey, I'm telling you. Let me try to fix that thing on Who What's It really quick. I'm pretty sure it's just a layering issue. But it is gonna bug me if it's there the whole time. Where is that alert coming from? I think I might have already had a fix in for this, but for some reason it's turned off. So let's wait till we can see it again. It's gonna take a moment. Sorry, by the way, if you're watching this. Yeah, I already have a fix in for that. I'm just silly. Alright, well, that wasn't much. I put in a special. How they have better accuracy than I do, and I have a fucking sniper rifle. Every time I get into the scope, they're like, nah, dog, fuck you. Alright, bitches. This wasn't an option in the first game. It's bad that they can knock me back. Oh, that'll give you a lot of option there, man. So, If we go down... They actually write what floor you're on, which is nice. Let's see that.
Don't shoot! It's me, don't shoot! It's me, Snake.
Otacon, how'd you get here?
Well, it wasn't as dramatic as your entrance, believe me. I'm afraid of heights.
You were watching?
Yeah, I was watching. I was riding in the back of their truck, thanks to the stealth camouflage.
How did you get up here?
The elevator, of course.
The first floor of the circular staircase
I
was
like how
destroyed.
that space was in the elevator.
That's why I took the elevator.
The elevator was working?
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't even had a chance to test the elevator. How's he know it's broken yet?
You're incredible. Like a movie hero or something.
No, you're wrong. In the movies, the hero always saves the girl.
You mean Meryl? Sorry. Forget I said anything. Snake, there's something I've really got to ask you. It's why I followed you up this far. Have you ever loved someone?
That's what you came to ask?
No, I mean, I was wondering if even soldiers fall in love.
What are you trying to say?
Do you think love can bloom even on a battlefield?
Yeah, I do. I think at any time, any place, people can fall in love with each other. But if you love someone, you have to be able to protect them.
I think so too.
I have a favor to ask.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, it'll be easy.
I told you before, I won't hurt anyone.
I don't want you to.
Okay.
The elevator is stopped down there. I want you to get it to move. You see?
That's weird.
It was working before, but now it isn't.
Maybe the panel's broken.
How the hell does
Can
Snake
you
know
fix it?
this?
It was working before. If it's the mechanism, leave it to me.
I've got to go and swat a noisy fly.
Okay. I'll stay here and hold the fort. Good
Also,
luck.
the fuzz seems to have fucked off.
You really look like hell. Are you okay?
Don't worry. If I do this, it doesn't matter. I just pretend like I'm not here. And then I'm not scared.
Strange logic. I'm counting on you.
Yeah, the reason the radar is changed. Gameplay perspective is so they can fuck with you. I don't remember. I think it's like every 3 or 4 floors you'll run into a new set. I am playing on a Wii. Like an actual Wii, not like an emulator. Also, good to see you, man. So I'm using an actual GameCube controller. I am fucking whiffing. No, are those shielded? What? So it's got the bullet deflector thing that Fortune uses then. Like it has to. That fucking oh, well, hey, I'm uploading all of it, so like if you wanted to check it out, you absolutely can. No, what happened to that Stinger missile then? Or did it actually work? I'm just tripping balls. Those are just lights. They were fucking with me. This is like the bizarro weird version of Metal Gear Solid. I don't know what was happening there then. Like how'd I whiff with a Stinger missile that was locked on? Just said fuck this shit, I'm out. Yes, yes. All those wonderful additions to my inventory. Yes, yes. Where's the Am I tripping? I don't think I'm tripping. Oh, I am tripping. I walked right by it twice. It's like hidden right in the camera change. So it's like kind of hard to notice. Yeah, this shit. It's either before or after this fight. It's considered one of the most ridiculous things about this game.
So, the snake's finally come out of his hole. Are you ready now, my brother?
Why are you calling me brother? Who the hell are you?
I'm you! I'm your shadow!
What?
Ask the father that you killed! I'll send you to hell to meet him!
codeheads afterwards. So, fun fact about the Stinger, aside from the Stinger in real life not having this scope whatsoever, I found out a lot of gun nerd shit today. The Stinger in this game doesn't even work like the real world Stinger variant, because the real world Stinger variant, which isn't even called Stinger, starts doing its tracking after it's been launched for 660 feet. Whereas this one will start right away. Making it not very realistic. That was really underwhelming. He's flying around under the map. Oh, he's gonna do the thing where he rises up. Well, I'm probably up here where you last saw me. Yeah, it turns out I'm really fortunate in that I'm only going to have to emulate one thing for this entire Metal Gear series playthrough, and it's just because I don't have a way to get my PSP like to legitimately be on stream, so I will have to run my copy of Portable Ops through a emulator.
Where'd you go?
Because there's just no other way to get it on screen.
Useless piece of junk!
I mean, the other one was just kind of flying it like a dildo. I think he was gonna blow it up.
Damn! Eat this!
Look at that shit. Look at that ridiculous ass shit. Like, that makes no sense.
Come on, fly!
Snake just hopped off a missile and shot you in midair. He's fucking Will Ospreay.
Snake! See you in hell, Liquid.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. They just walk away. It's over the top.
Snake, the elevator's working.
I hope so.
You fixed it?
No, that's the weird thing. It just moved by itself. It's headed your way now.
Is that so? Okay.
That explosion before, what was it?
Oh, I had to take out that helicopter.
Helicopter? That's incredible, Snake.
Listen, I just want to make sure again. This is the way to get to where Metal Gear is being stored.
Yeah. The entrance to the underground maintenance base is towards the back of the snowfield ahead.
Okay. Find a safe place to hide out for a while. I'm going underground.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
And stay out of my way. Don't try to be a hero or anything.
Okay. Call me if you need to.
You know, it's pretty crazy to think that the original game was released in 1998 and this released in 2004. That's 6 years. And the difference was pretty ridiculous. This version's significantly easier, and I don't think it's just because of the first person. Like, it helps out a bunch, don't get me wrong. But even, like, the boss fights and stuff, you have, like, twice as much ammo, you don't do as much damage, like, and, like, we can see on my save file, I am playing on normal difficulty. It's normal on the PS1 version. It's kind of rough. Like, clearly passable, I've done it. Good to get down to the floor. Maybe even lower than that. Ah, there's the elevator. Please. Like, he's ignoring my action button presses. It's a Silent Hill 2. Whatever. I guess nothing's wrong.
Snake, there's something I forgot to tell you before.
What?
There were 5 stealth camouflage prototypes in my lab.
Yeah, so?
If you take out the one I'm wearing, that leaves 4.
Hey, this isn't first grade math class.
I thought I'd get one for you, so I went back to the lab and...
Yeah?
The 4 suits were missing. Also, about the elevator that I checked out. It's really strange. It was like someone was intentionally holding it.
When you were riding on it, did the weight limit warning go off?
That's another thing that bothered me about it. The warning went off, and I know I couldn't be over the limit.
How much do you weigh?
About 135. But that elevator had a weight limit of 650 pounds.
It would take at least 5 people to go over that limit.
Look out, Snake. The guys who stole my stealth prototypes are in there with you.
Too late, Snake. Now die!
What? Yeah, that was way harder to PS1. I also had no rations, so I kind of just had to make do. I might have had one ration. But... Yeah, the damage scaling is considerably more in the player's favor. Would you like another boss battle? Yeah, that's right, I did die this part last time. I don't like using the Z button to enter first person. I understand that there's not much of an option, but like holding it, I wish the button on the controller, like it's so flush with the controller, comparatively speaking. I'm talking about a difference of like millimeters, but it matters. Almost like I wish it was a dedicated trigger and not a button that you're supposed to hit occasionally. Flip it. Meltzer.
Snake!
Did you like that?
Are you okay?
Otacon.
Did they
were
give it a
there any
5-star?
other stealth prototypes.
No, there were only 5.
So, this isn't stealth camouflage then.
What are you talking about?
Someone's shooting at me in the middle of this blizzard.
It's her!
Wolf? Sniper Wolf?
Yes, it's her. It's definitely her.
Otacon, you sound like you're happy.
No, I'm not.
So then what is it?
Snake,
Gives me the happiness
please don't
butterflies
kill
in
her.
my belly.
Are you insane?
Please. She's a good person. You'd know that if you talked to her.
That woman isn't as sweet as you think.
I can see you perfectly from here. I told you, I'd never quit the hunt. Now you're mine.
Wolf! No, you can't!
Don't get between a wolf and its prey.
You're pretty good if you can hit me in this storm.
You see, women naturally make better soldiers.
Wolf, don't do this!
Snake, I'm near. Can't you sense me near you?
It's a mistake for a sniper to reveal her location.
You think so? Well, a message from me is a message from death. If I'm close, you will know death is close.
Please, Wolf! Snake! No!
Quiet! Don't get in our way.
Now I'll pay you back for Meryl.
You men are so weak. You can never finish what you start.
I mean, to be fair, you did kind of knock me out. I wonder if they put countermeasures against you just doing this. 'Cause this is like the way to be here. I have a PSG 1P, so there's no way in hell I'm gonna be getting our trains. But she is in like the spot. Well, no, I can get up there with a Nikita. I took a long way around. We'll get her. This is gonna take a lot of Nikitas. What? Here I am holding the Z-button thing going. And the Nikita only works first person. This is gonna take a while. Lots of Nikitas. Let it traverse most of the path. You really don't need Nikita missiles ever again, so like, it just makes sense to use them. Oh, we can fire them all for now. Amos, whatever it is you're about to do, please don't take the path of least resistance. Because we're testing the waters with you hanging out there. To give you all context, she just stood up on the place that I think I set up for her to lay down at. And like, she's like looking out and she's eager to see what's going on. But the thing is, my keyboard and mouse are sitting on another table that I set up specifically for that purpose. And I have this feeling she's gonna just like bolt across. Is this the anticlimactic way to fight Sniper Wolf? Yes. Nice. She saw the aimer on the Nikita, the little circle there in the middle, and she just pawed it on the TV. Oh, that was so cute. Okay, now she fucked up. Oh, that was adorable. She like pawed it. She's like, I want to know what this is. Oh man, that was adorable. Normally she's not able to like get up to my TV because I'll generally put things with these tables sitting right with my TV. Ugh, that's great. It's not how I thought of it. Oh yeah, this is ridiculous too. Came like a real awesome. That's so ridiculous. Well, we didn't take any damage during that. We should probably take advantage of the general lack of things out here. JK.
I've waited for this moment. I am a sniper. Waiting is my job. Never moving a muscle. Concentrating. I am long shot. You cannot save me. Please, just finish me quick. I am a Kurd. I have always dreamed of a peaceful place like this.
A Kurd. So that's why you're called Wolf.
I was born on a battlefield. Raised on a battlefield. Gunfire, sirens, and screams. They were my lullabies. Hunted like dogs day after day. Driven from our ragged shelters. That was my life. Each morning I'd wake up and find a few more of my family or friends dead beside me. I'd stare at the morning sun and pray to make it through the day. The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then, he appeared. My hero, Saladin. He took me away from all that.
Saladin? You mean Big Boss?
I became a sniper. Hidden, watching everything through a rifle scope. Now I could see war not from the inside, but from the outside, as an observer. I watched the brutality, the stupidity of mankind through the scope of my rifle. I joined this group of revolutionaries to take my revenge on the world. But I have shamed myself and my people. I am no longer the wolf I was born to be. In the name of vengeance, I sold my body and my soul. Now, I am nothing more than a dog.
Wolves are noble animals. They're not like dogs. In Yupik, the word for wolf is Keglanek, and the Aleuts revere them as honorable cousins. They call mercenaries like us dogs of war. It's true. We're all for sale for some price or another. But you're different. Untamed. Solitary. You're no dog. You're a wolf.
Who are you? Are you Saladin?
Wolf. You spared Meryl's life.
Even when I'm just an onlooker, I don't like to see women or children get hurt.
Rest easy. You'll die as the proud wolf you are.
I finally understand. I wasn't waiting to kill people. I was waiting for someone to kill me. A man like you. You're a hero. Please, set me free.
Why? Why? I loved you.
What is it?
My gun. Give it to me. She is part of me. Everyone is here now.
Then all the doggos.
Okay, hero.
Look at the one in the back. Got a big old head.
Set me free.
Goodbye. Snake, you said that love could bloom on a battlefield. But I couldn't save her. What are you doing?
Returning it to its owner. I don't need a handkerchief.
Why?
I don't have any more tears to shed.
Oh, broody.
I'm going to the underground base. We're out of time.
I know.
You'll have to protect yourself now. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah.
If I can't stop Metal Gear, this whole place will be bombed to hell.
Yeah.
Yep.
We might not meet again.
Don't lose the codec. I'll be behind you all the way.
You can leave anytime. Get a head start. A head start on your new life.
Snake! What was she fighting for? What am I fighting for? What are you fighting for?
If we make it through this, I'll tell you.
Okay. I'll be searching too.
We have some things to do. That being one of them. It's like they always knew the Nikita strategy would happen. That's how it was in the original game too. It's very finicky on where you can shoot that. Truck gets parked out here, but I think I already. And that appears to be everything. Alright. Now this is where we would normally have to change this, but we've already changed this, so we're good for the whole rest of the game. Alright, doesn't this room have claymores in it? Yes. Hang on. Wait a minute. That thing was detecting me ridiculously. Interesting. That's, well, I mean, that is something we saw during the PlayStation 1 version. I just didn't know it could happen out there too. I'm sure it'll warm right up. Oh yeah, this place is hot enough that it takes care of it for you. So we can actually do this properly instead of doing the weird, like, wait for it thing that we had to do before. There's a hang wire there too. Hang wires. Let's see.
Who is that? Enemy sighted. Requesting back. Over there?
That's what I get for fucking around.
Over there?
I don't think anybody's gonna be coming to check. Oh, whatever.
Enemy intruders sighted. Send additional personnel.
Just barrel my way through. We'll stock back up. Oh wait, no, there is one more fight that requires some Nikita. What am I saying? Yeti W's. It's one fight that the proper way to do it is with. What the hell are these jumps? Aiming taxes. Every time I pull my gun up, it's not fast enough to catch the enemies. So I gotta take a shot. Oh, we're not done yet. We might be this.
Snake, I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI.
Yeah?
And then going undercover to investigate the Mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied?
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
At the time when Edgar Hoover was head of the FBI, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 50s, the undercover Mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York. But you better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying. That ninja. Too many strange things are happening.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
Ravens are ravens. Oh yeah, you can use like C4 and claymores and shit. Claymore's really nice because he'll walk into it. So
What's that?
birds! Oh god! Milky.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you, right, my friends? They're becoming
This is the
excited.
Parent-Teacher Association.
Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think.
I'm gonna show them why
They're
you can't
simply
play on the
returning to
football
the
team.
natural world that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
I can
That was
shrivel my
no
body
true
to the
battle.
size of the mouse.
Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Am I hallucinating? I can't move.
The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
There's no crows in my family tree.
You ready? I am not fond of snakes, but you are family, so I cannot complain. But there will be no holding back. You live in Alaska, too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics.
With that strength, you must have been training in the stick pull and four-man carry.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It's an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious. It's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we will see if there is iron in your words.
So apparently, and these are really rough numbers. That gun, just the gun, would weigh roughly around 250 pounds. And the ammo pack is at least 300 pounds. With no mechanism to actually power any of it. And then the force, no matter how muscly he is, there's over 3,000 pounds of force being applied as he shoots it. Like, he might be able to deadlift this shit. But firing it would turn his arms into mush, no matter how strong he is. This is ridiculous. Alright, I want a good clean fight. Raven. Snake. Let's get it on! This isn't part of the plan. Jimbo. I don't know where he plans on that. Why wouldn't he pursue me? He will not. It's a bit of risky biscuits there. So, John Cusack, do you see now why I am the superior snake? John Cusack. Okay. We're just gonna set up base camp right here. If he's gonna come for me, he's gonna pay for it. Well, he paid for it and I paid for it.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence which is no longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me. Snake! I will be watching you. Understand? Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake, which was not created by nature. You and the boss, you are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know.
I'm just saying we're family.
Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man you saw die before your eyes. That was not the DARPA chief. It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound. He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death?
In a way, he did, but that's what got him.
But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself.
What a way to go, dude.
Snake. In the natural world, there is no such thing as boundless slaughter. There is always an end to it, but you are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. No matter how far you go, or how many corpses you crawl over, the killing will never end. It's a future without hope. Hear me, Snake.
I should say this before you had your
My
babies.
spirit will be watching you.
Huh, they turned him into a feather. Weird. That's some really good compression. Oh, they turned him into like 5 feathers.
Snake, it's me.
Master?
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Damn. Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we'd better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound.
So, you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
A different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest, Colonel.
What?
What?
She's betrayed us, Colonel. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
Colonel, have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something? Does this have anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president?
I have no idea.
I know.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, Give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
Oh, he dropped doctors. Those dog tags in this game, totally pointless. They have zero meaning. So this area is different. They took out the ridiculous amount of cameras and replaced them with real guards.
Careful, he's still in this area.
The hell? All I did was put the dude to sleep. Like, we know he fell asleep. Kick that guy's ass. Need your buddies to get out of here. They're about to radio in and be like, why the fuck aren't you guys reporting in? With that said, we're pretty much at the end of the game.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear. But it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, no mechanics. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys. And besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course. But there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you. What was that sound?
Oh wait, they took out the ladders for this. That's right. Why are you liquid or status report?
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I've never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
But you will.
Who's there?
Yeah, they totally remodeled this part for some reason.
Who's that?
It's the enemy.
Shit.
Snake, I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
Haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one up until now?
Because of the missile's rocket propulsion system. It would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Because of that?
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
So that is
Invisible nuclear warhead.
inaccurate.
Totally
I found
impossible
out.
to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
It would push back the signing of the START 3 treaty. If word gets out about this weapon, it'd cause a whole world of trouble.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested.
So the thing
Only
is,
simulated.
You mean with VR
the
experiments?
nuke wouldn't
That's why
have
they were conducting
propulsion,
this exercise. They needed
but the
to get actual
railgun
experimental
would
data to
generate
back
so
up the
much heat that
simulation.
it absolutely could be
results of the
detected
exercise?
every time
It
it's
looks
fired.
like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No. Ocelot took it from me.
Damn.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So, you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet, It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Encountered the enemy. Requesting backup.
Understood. Neutralize the subject.
They know exactly where you're at. I need to go. It's messy.
Snake.
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
That's part of it. Arms Tech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That, plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like they were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Return to your positions. Tighten security.
No camera there. Interesting. What the fuck, Snake?
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No. There's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
Liquid.
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site.
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
You mean top secret talks between both countries' leaders?
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about the new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion. All for money.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye. It killed Octopus and the Arms Tech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either, Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with amphetamine and adrenaline levels in the blood. They deployed a product still in development into live combat. No surprise it was unreliable. They must have been desperate.
In any case, have you heard from your friend Colonel Sergei Golukovich at Spetsnaz yet?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? That Golukovich, he's no warrior, he's a politician.
Maybe so, but he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we joined forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here. It's going to be a long war.
We could still escape.
We have the new nuclear power, and we're going to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? Fighting the whole world? From here, we can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar and totally immune to interception. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
But boss, what about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, you can call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream. Boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden? If the code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the arms tech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Ace in the hole.
She's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top-secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So, how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see, the override system that the President was talking about, it can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
You need the keys for input. 3 of them.
But I only have the one. Where are the others?
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. You input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system, and it's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake. Who's that?
See, look at that. No fucking way he's clumsy.
This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Understood. Sending reinforcements to the underground maintenance base. Tighten security.
I don't know what this. Oh, okay, this is zone division. It has its own loading area. So generally speaking, the layout is better in here. Rations out of here, really?
Snake, did you find the card key?
No, it's not here.
Don't be ridiculous. You saw it fall into the drainage ditch, didn't you? The drainage ditch. Isn't there something odd about it?
No. There are a lot of big rats, though.
That's it, Snake. A rat must have eaten it.
Now who's being ridiculous?
No, I'm right. There's no other possibility. Rats eat all sorts of things. There's nothing unusual about that.
Also, dang. Puts up a claymore there. There's another one. That is so annoying. So, one cool thing about this is that the key will actually change in the inventory, unlike the original. Normally you had to pull up the whole like ass inventory.
Enemy sighted. Request.
Got caught just trying to aim at him. It was such an awkward angle. He was constantly like, "Oh, you have a shot? No, you don't, but I do." What are we gonna do with it? It's fine. It's barely any loss. What are these steps? Is this a faster way down? Just skip that whole thing. Oh. Yeah, it's like a weird midsection that doesn't go anywhere. It's probably good for like hiding. Anyways. Those are annoying as fuck. The crunch of putting these in is always weird.
Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
Easy peasy. If I can get down without drawing a stupid amount of attention to myself, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. That health ain't shit. God, playing with this controller is so weird. That's still an alert. Because they're gonna start asking, what the fuck just happened? I need someone to go check it out right now. Do it. Do it now. Check out the area now. So, just gotta watch the key. Fuck.
What's that? Who's that?
That was terrible.
Encountered the enemy. Requesting backup.
I feel kind of locked in here, man. Surprised my rations weren't frozen yet. Alright, the PAL key has changed, so let's doodle bop out of here. Like, I picked a terrible spot to wait at, but like every escape angle got blocked all at once. It was terrible. Just turn around a little low on that. Yeah, I gotta say, like, maybe I just need time to get used to a GameCube controller, but, I don't know. Like, it feels weird playing this game. That's that.
PAL code number 2 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 3.
Okay, there goes PAL code number 2. Next comes PAL number 3. Warm the key.
Gotta warm this bad boy up. Hit him with the old razzle dazzle. There's no fast way down from here at least, but well, there might be. All right. Avoids all the guards and saves good 45 seconds to a minute of running. Just costs a little bit of health. Stay snoozing, jerk. These guys are all still gonna be knocked out, I'm sure. No, the fuck they're not.
Is there somebody there?
Oh.
Huh? What's that?
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox Dye? Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure, but he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages toward the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So, it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Is that all you think about?
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
They repositioned some of the dialogue from what I was reading in this section to not reveal everything about Naomi just yet. Like they left her, like, her admission of stuff to be a bit later. So we're waiting on the PAL key. It's gotta go room temperature. I think it'll go room temperature and then like hot. So while we're waiting. Sorry, bud. Take the big nap. It's room temperature. Now we wait for it to go high temperature. We got rid of the body the only way it made sense. Alright, we're in business. Let's roll. Now we just gotta hurry back and hope it doesn't change to room temperature. Okay, and that's... Like, I'll take that. It's perfectly fine. Like, I hear that every time I, like, load into this area.
Is there somebody there?
Shit. So just got 2 more guys to take out. And then we're done with all this sneaking around guards business for the whole rest of the game. This is the last guard segment. Everything from here forward is going to be action, action, action.
Snake, can you hear me?
There we go.
It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know anything. My parents' face is my name. The name and ID I have now I just bought. But the reason why I study genetics, that was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager.
Frank.
The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox.
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He is everything to me. The only proof I have of my existence. Of my existence as an individual.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who's he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. But then he and my brother went back to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes, that's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them, too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments.
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterward, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me.
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. Naomi, tell me something.
About Foxdie? Foxdie is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Foxdie contains smart enzymes, created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then, they cause a heart attack.
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Foxdie.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Foxdie as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that... No. That's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing that I wanted to tell you was... Snake...
Hey! What are you doing?
Snake...
Naomi?
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Foxdie was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Well, damn. And that should take care of that. And that takes care of that.
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated. Ready for launch.
No! Why? I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when I decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
Well, for starters, I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. We thought we'd get the info from you, but there was Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come to where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid! How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
I want. No.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
I pressed start and A.
Come on, hurry up already.
Hang on.
I'm out of time.
Just hold on a little longer.
So if you gotta like press start, hold that, and then do A.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Liquid!
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. You performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and Decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us, so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged along with bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Die.
Foxdie? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Foxdie's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder. Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Foxdie's program. Oh well, doesn't matter. I've already added the Foxdie vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Yeah? Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Foxdie. But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
There we go. More Will Ospreay shit.
Twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all of the old man's dominant genes. I got all the flawed, recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
So you're saying I'm the dominant one?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Ha! Love? It's hate. His choosing me, knowingly, to be the inferior one? For this, I want revenge. You don't even understand this. You, who could kill your own real father. You stole my chance for revenge. Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him. I will destroy him.
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you. Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. You missed your last chance. You'll regret that forever. Damn.
Snake! Come! Kneel down and sacrifice yourself to this historic weapon! Consider it an honor! A gift from your brother!
Now!
You shall bear witness to the demon weapon that will drag the world
into the 21st century!
I swear, dude. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's moving. But how do I stop it?
Okay, the other things that you can lock onto was fucking me up so bad. Generally speaking, the fight is easier, but having the extra things to target does fuck me up a little bit.
Did that do it? Damn!
Nice try, Snake!
Hurry! Get away! Gray Fox! A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat. So it is you. You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
Now, like, Gray Fox should be doing this filthy shit. But Snake all the time?
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. Oh, I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood, to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
Outwardly, we may have seemed like contented brother and sister. But every time I looked into her eyes, I trembled with fear. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Fox!
Ow.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds,
We use Royal Harriers!
Fox! How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal!
He destroyed the radome.
It just isn't the same impact.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox. But now you're finished!
Now, fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
He sounds like he's like the angry neighbor just beating on the wall telling him to like, keep it down.
In front of you,
It's no good.
I
can't do
finally
it.
die.
It's no
After
good.
Zanzibar
I can't
land,
do it.
I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive.
It's no
nor
good.
Truly
I can't
dead.
do it.
An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, soon it will finally end. not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least, I always fought for what I believed in. Snake. Farewell.
Foolish man! When death is entreated, the battle is decided. You see, you can't protect anyone. Not even yourself.
What the fuck are you gonna do with that? I've got the power of God and enemy on my side. In the name of Grey Fox, I will vanquish you.
Die! There you are!
Got his ass.
Snake! I'll crush you into dust! Sleeping late as usual, eh, Snake?
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die, as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict shall breed conflict. New hatreds will arise, and our own biosphere shall steadily expand.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't that reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing, that's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face as you delivered the coup de grace. Oh, it reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
There is a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method?
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So, it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But unlike us, they carry it digitally. With the completion of the Human Genome Project in the last century, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted, using gene therapy, into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing right and left are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
They are misshapen creatures, artificially produced from Father's genetic pattern. They are our blood brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments.
Huh?
1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to pesticides and radiation from depleted uranium rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just to cover up the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We're on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? Because it increases the chances that shared genes will be transmitted to future generations. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in our very genes.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then, I'm going to go beyond, in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you.
But
Meryl?
he's trying to sneak up on me.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl?
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name?
I have a name.
No. We have no past, no future. If we did, our fate is nothing but what is determined in the genes we inherited from our father.
Hi, Mose.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Well, that Pentagon spy does a lot for him.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed.
That's a lot of
Tell
words
the
to say I'm
Secretary of
fucked.
Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence, along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may be only a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Well, that's...
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. Huh? What are you doing?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it!
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Hausman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he is a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
The President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Damn it! You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. You're just the lingering ghosts of a system that is no more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left before the bomb.
Oh, there's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. I shall nullify you and your genes, and I will take them all back. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? This will be the time limit for our final battle. When death comes for this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
Everybody can jump so high.
And if you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it'll kill even you.
Like, gravity is such an afterthought in this game.
How about you, Snake?
Let's see if this is as annoying as the PlayStation version. The timer makes more sense.
Is that all you've got?
Oh, he changed up his fighting style. I was waiting for it.
You're out of time!
That was way easier. Way easier. Just short.
Snake!
Meryl. Meryl.
Snake? Is that you? Snake, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl.
Oh.
That's my Kodak.
Snake, it's me. It looks like you stopped Rex.
I did a
Otacon,
thing.
Good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No,
So wait,
it's a
we could
small
just
entrance to the
drove.
west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know? Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks. Oh, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where
What
is
about him?
Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah, and I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
That's gotta hurt with all the injuries.
Snake.
Meryl.
This romance, dude.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
She can't be that heavy. The way he was picking Otacon up earlier,
Let's get out of here.
lifting that man
It's
up.
freezing outside. You need some clothes.
I mean, see any spare t-shirts sitting around? Oh, hey.
There's my sneaking suit.
Nice.
Hurry up!
to watch me get changed. I get embarrassed.
Hurry!
We're gonna do the dang thing.
Looking good, Snake.
I'm still pissed that there's a parking garage right next to Metal Gear. Like, oh hey, yeah, y'all wanna like go out to Wendy's or something? Like, I know we're working on Metal Gear, but like, yeah, we'll just head up through the parking garage. It's right here. It's cool.
Let me drive. Damn, my surveillance camera.
Once you get caught by the camera too.
Oh no, no key.
All right, with a W.
Snake, it started. Get in.
Ow.
Snake, hurry. Get in.
I'm working on it.
Fire that machine gun with the weapon button.
And every time you get shot, you get like really knocked to the side. I did it for someone.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
This man has to shoot and drive. And we're done.
Look, Snake, daylight! We're gonna crash!
Clearly not done yet. What the fuck is this shit? He swiveled around on that mounted gun. And just started headbutting the hell out of Liquid.
Meryl, are you okay? Damn. Snake. Snake! Fox? Die.
Bucks. Why are his hands charred black? Well, you got the ice cream
He's
headache.
dead. That means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Well, they're stealth bombers, Snake. You weren't going to see them, they're stealth.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel!
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 bombers have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I'd better not show my face around there.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
There's also a helicopter waiting for you at the Fox Islands.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay. Roy. Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all of Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Foxdie.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling's with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi?
I heard about my brother.
Fox, no, Frank wanted to tell you something. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought on sheer willpower until the very end.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. My brother was already dying. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar land, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Foxdie too. What about me? When am I going to go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
Like, when should I start
Each
making
person is born
arrangements?
with their fate written into their own genetic code, inscribed into their genes. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that its genetic information houses a person's strengths or destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm gonna choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from now on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to what will come. All life is tethered to the future. Loving each other, teaching each new generation, then the world can change. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or a reminder of the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. My survival instinct that tells me not to die. That's all the motive I've had in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name is David.
Okay, so where to, Dave?
Dave.
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
The Aurora Borealis?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it.
Northern Lights.
I know we'll find it.
Condensed entirely in this
Hey, what are
nuclear
those?
weapons disposal facility.
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us, too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
It's nice, isn't it? Being alive.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm particularly
Let's
fond
enjoy
of it.
life.
Being alive is pretty rad. Okay, so Kim, I guessed, was still the voice of Mei Ling. She just totally, like, downplayed her own, like, the accent she put into it. Not a fan of that. And they had Greg Eagles. Why didn't they just use him for fucking Gray Fox? Oh, that's irritating. step away for a moment. I gave myself a considerably messy injury. I'm fine. Oh. Just picked it. Something I shouldn't have picked at, and it was like, well, okay. Enjoy all this blood.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate.
They did
to
not
be ruled
update
by
this
your
movie.
genes.
It still looks like ass.
Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Yes. Yes, sir. Thanks to the vaccine. Yes, those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, there are no other records. They've all been deleted from the base's computer. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes. Yes. Liquid is dead. The inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Of course, the other one thinks so too. Yes, sir. I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. Yes. Yes, sir. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I understand. The surveillance will continue. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Bum, 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 bum. All right, so we got Hyena, which, yeah, that's the thing. Oh, take a picture of that. Cool. I got the bandana. 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 I'm surprised my Wii kept the system clock going. All right, well, let's see. Thoughts about the Twin Snakes before I wrap it up. So, the demo here. Oh, this is. Let's see. That stuff looks cool, I guess. The dog tag everywhere. But yeah, I mean, adapting a lot of the stuff that's on from Metal Gear Solid 2 over to this, like, it helps the gameplay, but boy, do they do some wackadoo shit. Like, some absolute wackadoo shit with the story. It's probably visually the most pleasing way to play it in terms of, like, if this was someone's first game, it is harder to go back to the original, but, like, the graphics of the original really didn't bother me. They were top tier in 1998 even. Do I have any photos saved? Nope, sure don't. What does this even do? Oh.
This is
Just bring everything. They also have this skip, which I got to accidentally show. Oh, no, I'm not doing all that. Anyways, yeah, gang, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Overall, if you don't get to play it, just watching the cutscenes is probably enough. If someone has the means to play this, I do think this is probably the ideal way to experience Metal Gear Solid 1 from a gameplay perspective. But from the overall, like, considering every aspect of it, I absolutely will still tip my hat to the original. The graphical and gameplay upgrades are significant here. But there's a certain charm that's lost in, like, it almost feels like a Bizarro World version of Metal Gear Solid 1. But yeah, that's where we're at. So next up is what's next? Just that way you all know what order we did this in. Here's what we've played in order: Metal Gear, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, and now we just finished up the Twin Snakes. So next up is Metal Gear Solid 3. Then after that is Portable Ops, which we are going to emulate that one. Then 4, then Peace Walker, then Revengeance, Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain. We are playing these in release order. MGS3 will be based off the HD version of it, just like MGS2 was. Peace Walker will also be the HD collection version. Migs may join me for that one. We shall see. But anyways, enough rambling. That's the plan for now. But until we get to that point, Be safe. Be kind. I will catch you all later.